Well, it took them 5 seconds to start politicizing, but CNN still politicizing the horrible shooting in Minneapolis, even allowing their guests to come on and basically say whatever they want about the latest tragedy. Listen.
Well, this gets a little nuanced, and I teach a class on this in Georgetown. This individual appears to be what we call a nihilist. And not to get into too much detail about their ideology, they believe that no lives matter. I believe that calling this or investigating this as an attack against Catholics, I believe, is a little disingenuous, and it plays into the far right's narrative about Christians being under attack in this country. Clearly, since this person went to this school, it appears to be, and we don't know their background. But I think that we're starting to see the creepings of the politicization of this tragedy.
Hey, Donal Harvin, just curious, if this trans dude went to a black church and Dylan Roof shot up the black church, and a couple of a 2 and a 10-year-old black child died horrifically, would you still say it had nothing to do with the skin color? Or is it just because it was a Christian school, a Catholic church? Stop. These people are disgusting. CNN's coverage of the shooting has been nothing short of disgraceful. Since the moment the news broke, every person in their lineup has done nothing but push their narrative, their progressive left-leaning narratives. Andrew McCabe, I don't know why he is, but Andrew McCabe weighed in on the shooter's mom refusing to cooperate with authorities. Listen to what he had to say.
For the mother to not even return to the state to answer law enforcement questions, to try to provide some assistance. I'm sure she's grieving for her daughter, but this is, it's a really perverse and strange element of this story. It's inexplicable to me at this point.
Yeah, Andrew McCabe, we'll see if that changes.
I think. Let me correct you, Andrew McCabe. She's not grieving for her daughter. She's grieving for her son. It's her son. I don't care if he has his name changed. It's still Robert. Also, they're going to go after this lady. Of course she's going to lawyer up. They're going after her. This poor woman lost a child, as horrific as it is. You still have to have some empathy for her, at least some, McCabe, moron. The pack of frauds over at CNN have been building their next narrative for a while now. They're trying to slowly get people to believe that elections in America are no longer going to happen for whatever reason.
If Democrats want to combat this and get a chance at another election, and I understand where Bill Maher is going with this, that elections might not happen in future years if this continues. They've got to win. They've got to win elections. And no one in the party, and I talk to Democrats all day long, no one is talking about where's our agenda? Where's our New Deal, our contract with America? What's our platform to identify and solve the problems that Americans are screaming they have? Only Trump is saying, here's my answer for them. We don't like the answers, but he's answering them. Democrats aren't even asking the question. They're just naming the problem over and over again in an echo chamber. Make an argument that
she's right. S.E. Cupp is right about that. She's a Democrat. She's a liberal hack. But she's right about one thing. The Democrats, all they have is Trump derangement. Just who can yell at Trump the loudest? Who can call MAGA a bunch of Nazis, lunatics? Who can do that the loudest? And some reason, they all get behind those people. There's no policy there. Trump is fixing things. He's trying to get our interest rates down. He's trying to make mayors of cities worry about crime again. That used to be how you got elected. I'm going to come in and clean the city up. Now it's like, I'm going to come in and let the murderers run. It'll be your fault, victims. They're nuts. Rosie O'Donnell's social and political ignorance knows no end. Her internet rants range from incompetent to downright untrue, and her latest rant might be her most toxic batch of lies yet. Listen to this morning, completely lie about what happened in Minneapolis.
So about the Minnesota shooting, and it brought me right back to Columbine in 1999 when I just could not get it through my head that students in America were shooting each other in schools. And this was a church inside a Catholic school. And what do you know, was a white guy, Republican, MAGA person. What do you know? white supremacist.
You got the guy part right, but MAGA person, it said kill Donald Trump on one of the magazines. He had killed Donald Trump. How is that in MAGA, you moron? And by the way, I'm not going to say it about Rosie. I mean, she looks more like a trans than people who want to be trans, doesn't she? Ilhan Omar shows her hatred for this country every chance she can. She's frustrated because she can't single-handedly make this country worse by acting on her anti-American visions, and she has them. She's a Somalian. She's got them, folks, but listen.
But what I do not know is why, uniquely in America, we have the capacity to not change what we know we can. So that is what we must ask ourselves.
What are you talking about? Elon, what do you mean? You mean take guns away? I mean, soften every target in America? Is that what you want? So lunatics who are being drugged and talked themselves into thinking they're another gender want to walk in and kill people in more easy targets? No, you harden the target. That's how you do it. You get them, you have, like I said, put a parent that knows how to use a gun at every door, or get the Homeland Security to do it, one or the other, and you'll deter people. They'll find another place to kill people, but they won't kill our kids anymore. Next clip is terrifying and very real. A state senator from Nebraska, Michaela Kavanaugh, had a public meltdown over transgender people. She even started chanting about how badly this country needs more trans people.
Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people. You matter. You matter. And I am fighting for you. And I will not stop. I will not stop today. I will not stop tomorrow. You are loved. You matter. You belong here.
Hey, is there a pattern here, Ben? Can we see Greta Thunberg for a second?
How dare you?
Can we also maybe hear yes, that thing that you're about to play?
They, them, energy. 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 They, them, energy.
That at the end. That's the best part of that. I think it's the same. It could be the same person. You haven't seen them both in the same room together, have you? David Hogg, an irrelevant human being at this point, is still throwing shots at Donald Trump. Here he is calling President Trump a coward.
Donald Trump has the power to do something about this. After Parkland, he repeatedly said, you guys are cowards. You're not going to do anything because you're afraid of the NRA. We need to do something about guns. That is what he said. And then he met with the NRA and did nothing. Why? Because he is a coward. And my message to Donald Trump is that you are a coward, sir. You are not going to do anything about this issue because you are terrified of the NRA, even though you have the power to save tens of thousands of lives. You were the strongest president in modern American history with a chokehold over your party and both chambers of Congress. You have the power to end this, but you are not going to because you're a damn coward.
Dave, First Amendment, Second Amendment of the Constitution, we have the right to bear arms. Why? The right to bear arms is in the Second Amendment of the Constitution. It was put in there because at some point the Founding Fathers realized that the biggest threat to us may not come from outside, it may come from within. And when I say within, I don't mean domestic terrorists, I mean our own government, a tyrannical government. You listen to some of these lunatic progressive liberals, that Second Amendment becomes as important, if not more important, than the First Amendment. It will ensure that we have a First Amendment.